Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. So this is where we are today. It says Boggy's Creek, something adventure. Can't read it backwards because I'm seeing it backwards because the camera is turned backwards. But this is where we are today. We're here for a boat ride, so we're waiting on that, and then we're gonna go to Gatorland. Of course, we're here in Orlando, Florida. So, you know, we're just going all out with the children so this way they can enjoy themselves. So I'm going to just show you some of the attractions that they have right here at Boggy Creek. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so there's a better look of the sign. We came in through that wooden part right there. They have little informational things that people can get. Right there is a restaurant. So we come, we have a Lily's butterfly garden. We have the little areas where they can take pictures. Today we are here for the airboat rides. That's what it is. I'm gonna give you guys a little view right here of the Gator, and they call it the Gator Oasis. All right. And these, they have about 30 juvenile gators. So there are. Let me see if I go a little bit lower right here through the glass. You can see that one lounging out in the sun. But there they are. And they said they have about 30 juvenile ones.
Cookies.
How come they don't grab the bird?
Because those birds,
The bird run.
because those birds clean their teeth.
Look at all of these things. Alligators, 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 alligators. They're tiny, so it's not too bad.
What do you mean it's not that? Go out there and touch one, Mom.
So we continue around, that's the garden, but I'm gonna go around on the other side to be able to see it. But there is some more of the scenery. You can always tell that you're in Florida because of the type of trees. We're right there. Seem like there's something more. I'm gonna go around before I come to the botanical because it seems like there's something else that they have down here. So I'm just gonna walk around. Apparently right here some Indian, okay, they have Indian shows. Okay, so you guys can tell right there's the Indian display.
Sometime for me.
It's a native village. Yes, 11:31. So yeah, 10 minutes just before. So yeah, we're within time. Yeah, go on vlog. So there it is. The whole setup, the Indian village. I love it. You guys know I always love educational things. There's some gator stuff, gator pieces. From right here, I'm assuming it's the way they would cook or prepare things. And they say these are authentic Native American village called Joro. I'll just kind of show you guys. Jororo Native American village. So there it is, the archery, and it's beautiful. They allow you to go ahead and experience it. So I'm gonna walk around so I can take you guys into the botica. I don't know if I can. I'm supposed to. So there it is. And they say it's very authentic.
You guys got many deer down?
Alright. Here we have the airboat ride, so they kind of just break down the boat, if you will. So they give an exhibition of that. So there it is. Alright, we continue around. There's a tiki bar. Gem mining fossils. I'm gonna go into the botanical. Alright, so we come back to the restaurant from where we started. I'll catch that when we come back from the ride. But nature at its best. Look at the sky, so beautiful. Like I tell you guys, I have an appreciation for scenery. So we head into the to this part to be able to go on it. So the boat ride is about 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes. So we'll go and see. So these are some exhibits. So the picture was taken about 1950s, that one. They rest a 12-foot alligator into the back of a truck. And then there's those. So that's where the ride is gonna start. So we'll just wait for it to be announced. And then we get to it, but there's more information. So there's a view. Y'all know I'm a sucker for view. I stand in awe. I stand in awe. Hey guys, we started on this water thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So the family is here locked. Everybody's here. Courtney. Okay, so we have our divers here. So then we start. Guys, just look at this beauty. Look at this breathtaking view. I don't know how somebody can say that there is not a God, but look at the sky. Look at, the lake. And there's even gonna be a moment when the lake meets the ocean. I mean, just breathtaking, just breathtaking.
Babies, Mama's over here in the shade watching us. Don't worry, she knows what's happening. She's
working on her nest for this year. But if you look, these are foot-long ones. That kind of tells us that they're 1 year old. Now, they're more than welcome to hang out with mom. She lets them hang out with them for the first couple of years, but by year 2, they're moving on, boogieing on bigger and better things. So if you notice, they got the white stripes on them right there.
Yeah.
That helps them. If you look like if they were up in the vegetation there, they blend right in. So they're kind of born with this natural, camouflage. Now, all the kind of stuff you see, it looks like raindrops falling on there. These are minnows, and that's what they feast on out here. And as they get bigger, they'll move on to bigger minnows and then fish and bugs and all the good stuff. But the breed we're going to be looking at here today is the American breed alligator. We still have the caimans and the saltwater crocs, but they're more down in the southern region of Florida. They won't make it up this far. They make it up about as far as Lake Okeechobee in the national park area.
That's good, my guy.
Same with the pythons. They won't move this far because we get those cold snaps. So it's a cool start to kind of show you, big things have small beginnings. These things start off like this, and then they grow into 17 feet and live as long as 70 years old, can be as much as 1,300 pounds. So there's one swimming over there along the edge. So they're kind of spread out. They're starting to expand their horizons out here. So I like to stop and share this with everybody just so you can kind
Oh,
of
he tried to eat a log.
see what's going on out here.
He's
Pretty
trying to
cool,
eat a
huh?
log, guys. He thought a log was food.
Pick one up, take it home with you.
I'm good.
I was just up visiting my son in Manhattan. I was like, man, I hear you got bigger gators up here in the sewers, man. He's like, I wouldn't doubt it. We got some big old rats. I saw one in the subway. I was like, yeah, they're big up here, man. Damn.
Oh, look, he just ate some
Sticky
minnows,
rat.
guys.
Yep. And the more you see what you're looking at, the more you start to see them. Like 1, 2, 3. And as we keep going, you'll start seeing some more kind of swimming around. But we saw mom the other day. She was laying right up here in the bushes.
Oh, look. There's one over there.
Yep.
One over there in the bush.
Yep. There's at one time I think I counted 15, and that'll kind of go down to about 6 to 10. After largemouth bass and fish, other fish and bald eagles and stuff start picking them up. Laying out like this is kind of dangerous for them.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's continue on. Let's head out
Oh,
further.
look at him. He's trying to eat sticks.
Retreat.
to extinction back in the 1800s. If you ever remember watching that movie Titanic with the ladies sitting in first class and they got their big old hats on with the feathers in them and everything, that was the bird right there. They were hunting for those white feathers. Yeah, it wasn't until one woman here in Florida named Marjorie Stoneman Douglas stood up and made some powerful friends with the Audubon Society and the right people. All right, guys, how's everybody doing so far?
Good.
Breathing all right?
Yes.
I like to do a little wellness check. Sometimes this is the most fresh oxygen being forced up people's nose that they've had in a while, so they get a little lightheaded. Everything's going to be okay. We're all good. So, guys, what we're looking at over here is a bald cypress. It's about a 150-year-old, almost 200-year-old tree. The gray stuff hanging up in there, that's Spanish moss, and you're going to see that all along the tree lines. You know you're in the South when you see Spanish moss. So what that is, it's a great indicator, and it's telling you that you're in an area of some really quality fresh air. So that breeze we're kind of feeling right now, that's coming off the Atlantic side over here behind us. And every day Florida's got that battle that goes on between the eastern and western sea breeze from Tampa Bay, from the East Coast, and that's why we have the epic thunderstorms. That's why Florida's the lightning capital of the United States. So this one here is a little small one. I'm going to take you over here and show you some examples of 400-year-old ones. But just keep in mind, bald cypress, they can get as old as 3,000 years old. There's some examples of them up in Longwood, up in North Orlando, that are 2,500 years old. I mean, they're really impressive, beautiful, beautiful trees. But we call this one the real tree of life, not the fake one at Animal Kingdom at Disney. At night, all the egrets come and nest up in there. It's a beautiful thing to see. All right, let's continue on. Pick that fish off of there. Oh, cool. So guys, these are old growth strands of cypress trees here. You can see it on your right. And the dead giveaway are the roots there. Those are called cypress knees, and they'll each grow into their own tree.
Oh, wow.
Now, a lot of people always ask about snakes. Do we have snakes here? Yes. Water moccasins, brown water snakes. And they like to hang out in the cypress knees because they can hide up in there. They don't have to worry about being picked off by bald eagles or anything else. So if you ever are out in the swamp, stay away from that kind of stuff. I'll get you up close so you can look, see in there.